it is.
Well, there it is. Hey, this is a 1 versus 1, and it's on the map Turtle Rock. And the players are WemadeFOXSocceR, playing as the yellow night elf at the top of the map. Come on, Ancient of War, there it is. And YuRiFoCuS at the bottom of the map is our orc player. And he's teal, which is a great colour, don't you think? I do, actually. You can get certain flavours of teal that are just right. Mwah! I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, no, I do like the colour teal, and what I'm getting at there, without going into too much detail, because it's not really much to do with Warcraft 3, but I can talk about it at this point, is, you know, have you ever seen cars? Have you ever seen cars before? No, I don't mean it like that. Have you ever seen cars that have almost like a flip paint or sort of like a metallic style to them? Well, there's certain cars that I've seen with a teal metallic look, and it's just gorgeous. It's probably one of the best colours, if not the best colour for it. Anyway, well, I'm getting back to the game now. So we've got a Demon Hunter here for WemadeFOXSocceR, and an Ancient of War producing an Archer. YuRiFoCuS, you're going the wrong way. Now he's sending out his peon to scout for where his opponent is. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that his opponent isn't here. Probably would be a good thing for Orc, maybe, that their opponent would be near. I think in the early game at least, the Blade Master could harass Wisps really nicely, but later on in the game, when Night Elf attack Orc bases and try to pick off the burrows quite often, I don't think it would be so favourable. Blade Master coming out here. Voodoo Lounge, not going to be finished just yet. Grunts on the way. Blade Master moving left to creep his... No, he's going to the shop by the looks of it, so he's going to take out the Ogre Magi, I assume, or at least pick up Circlet of Nobility. Demon Hunter getting himself a Mantle of Intelligence, just what he wanted. He is actually going on the Ogre Magi here, and the Grunt isn't choosing to come alongside him because the Blade Master can solo this due to his position. As you can see, both of these Ogre Warriors are blocked out. They cannot reach that Blade Master because he's blocked in between the Troll Trapper and the Ogre Magi. So this allows YuRiFoCuS to pick off that Ogre Magi, pick up the units, and get out. Pick up the units? Was it a boost of speed that dropped them? It was, because you can't even buy a boost of speed at this point. So that's very fortunate. That's 250 gold that he's just saved himself, because every Orc player buys his Blade Master a boost of speed. A Cloak of Shadows, not too bad actually. I don't think he particularly wants it, but it could be useful sometimes in Night Elf. No, you don't want that? Okay, fine, get rid of it. 2 healing salves instead, eh? Fine, be like that. So, Claws of Attack, +6 for the Demon Hunter, that's a bit better. Level 2. Blade Master, level 2. Going on that Wisp. Wisp Detonation does not get rid of Healing Salve. I always used to think that it did, but it does not. Grunts coming up here towards the next shop. Demon Hunter going to pick up boost of speed, maybe. He's looking to do it. Ah, lovely job there by YuRiFoCuS, aggroing the creeps with his peon and forcing them to make it more difficult for WemadeFOXSocceR to just sit there waiting for that boost of speed, but he now has enough time to pick it up. Blade Master actually coming over here to pick off the Ogre Warrior, so both players are smart enough to know which items and which units to go for. They almost know where each other are going to be under those circumstances. Right, so-and-so's being killed, so-and-so's being killed, right, over here, go there. This is where he's going to be. And this is it. You don't need map hack at a certain point in certain games, at least at the 1 versus 1 level. It does help, but I wouldn't suggest you use it because that would make you scum. Now, Grunts being a little bit chased off there. Not too bad. They can take a few hits from a Demon Hunter. He looks very quick with those boosts of speed. Is he going to get rid of that Mantle of Intelligence? I don't think he wants it. Unless he's getting a Naga Sea Witch. No, he does get rid of it as his second hero. But he doesn't. Or at least he doesn't yet. Circlet of Nobility. Gauntlets of Strength. Claws of Attack. That Blade Master is looking pretty darn good. Grunt's picking off more creeps here. It doesn't look like he's probably going to lose this Grunt. Demon Hunter will make short work of it. And Blade Master actually coming up here. Now the Ogre Magi messed up his pathing because he got all messed up with the peon attacking earlier. He's actually ended up over here, which kind of works out nicely for YuRiFoCuS, as we can see, because these Ogre Warriors are, once again, unable to attack him. Oh, Dust of Appearance being used there. And YuRiFoCuS actually in a bit of trouble there, but did the right thing, bought the Staff of Teleportation to escape, because what happened there was that YuRiFoCuS had no mana left after attacking that Ogre Magi. Then WemadeFOXSocceR comes in, uses Dust of Appearance, but not that necessary because there was no more wind walks that the Blade Master could use, and this is his only exit point, so he blocked off that point where the Blade Master would have definitely died had he not picked up the Staff of Teleportation. So we can see that the Beastmaster has been picked up as the second hero for our friend Soccer, and he's got a Staff of Preservation, and he's going to use it, as you can see. Save the Archer, heal it up, bring it back in. Blade Master scouting out, looking around, seeing what he can find. The same deal with the Quill Beast, alive for longer than it should be, and there it goes, finally brought down. Spirit Lodge and Bestiary halfway through. Ogre Warrior, what are you going to drop for us today? Circlet of Nobility. I don't think that's a bad item at all. That'll do. YuRiFoCuS just trying to get up to level 3 by the looks of it, and then he can get that level 2 wind walk, which is going to make him maneuver across the map very quickly. See, that's all he cared about, level 3. Ignores the other forest troll, puts on the healing salve, and moves straight towards FOXSocceR's base or potential creep camps nearby. Now we can see Soccer just looking around. It's not likely that anyone would have crept that spot, but he wanted to avoid this point because YuRiFoCuS has the Watcher Ward, which is a permanent sentry ward basically, and it grants him vision of this spot. So should Soccer walk along here, it gives YuRiFoCuS the knowledge to know where his opponent is. Soccer losing a couple of wisps here. Hex sealing the deal on that kill. And the Quill Beast is going to go down. No! Beastmaster not happy about that. A lot of scouting here for Focus, and he's going to finally find out where his opponent is. And a Raider is chasing in tow alongside a Spirit Walker that's now joining the party. But we don't have Ensnare just yet. You can see it's being researched. And we have Adept Training. And that Raider might have just bought enough time to get an Ensnare off before the Demon Hunter can get away. No, not quite. Oh, that's a little bit rough. But the Beastmaster is now being the focus point here. Shadow Hunter. Oh, Demon Hunter also has a Staff of Preservation, and he uses it to save the Beastmaster's life. And we can see Talons are now being produced en masse, and we're going to see Master Talon very shortly here. So Soccer's not messing around, going straight to mass Master Talons. And those are going to be very useful. So Focus is going to need to creep up and get strong as possible, because as soon as those cyclones start spamming out all over the place on the units and heroes, Focus is going to be in trouble. So he's going to want to be as strong as possible before he has to deal with that scenario. Ancient of War pushing out here, probably getting a better position, maybe scouting. I'm not sure what his deal is. Does look like Soccer's coming in here for a scout. He has picked himself up the Hawk, which can see invisible units. So should that Blade Master decide to venture a little bit too close towards Soccer's army, the Hawk will see. It's basically a flying shade. And later on at level 2 and level 3, it can start attacking, and it does magic damage. So it's actually also useful against Orc units, because quite a few Orc units actually have heavy armor or take bonus damage. Not the Spirit Walker though. Apparently he takes extra damage from piercing and siege attacks, so he doesn't care about magic. Ah, that's what you're up to. The Ancient of War steps up here, does a little bit of tanking here, allowing, a Potion of Invulnerability, and a damn good one. 15 seconds of it is a very nice item pick there. Lots of Staff of Preservations being used here, just allowing the Demon Hunter to back off to base, pick up an Orb of Venom, which is very useful. So we got a really strong setup here for Soccer. Sorry, he's got his Demon Hunter level 3. Orb of Venom, Claws of Attack +6, Potion of Invulnerability, Circuit of Nobility, Boost of Speed, another Claws of Attack +6, Beastmaster level 2, Staff of Preservation, Scroll of Town Portal, Tinker, Potion of Healing, Mantle of Intelligence, and lots of Talons that are Master level coming in alongside a couple of Quill Beasts. So this is very strong. Pocket Factory also down. just sieging those burrows. We got to that point, a very nice TP in there from Focus. Unfortunately, he's suffering from the Cyclone. Is he going to use Disenchant? He's not going to use it yet. Taking a huge mana burn there on his Shadow Hunter, so there's not going to be much mana left on this Shadow Hunter. Hex now being used, gives him a little bit more time for mana. Healing Wave, mana burn won't do quite so much, but probably still going to be used. There we go. Now no mana left on this Shadow Hunter. Cyclone's going off all over the place. We don't have any Disenchants left on these Spirit Walkers. Talons are being picked off quite nicely though for Focus. He still has a lot of units left. Shadow Hunter in a little bit of trouble there. If Fox wants to switch back to that Shadow Hunter, he could do so, but he's actually choosing to go. Oh, he brings down the... I like that. He brings down the Spirit Walker there just as he's going into Ethereal form. He throws down a Mana Burn, which will do bonus damage and definitely finish it off. Blade Master consistently being Cyclone. Tinker in a little bit of trouble here, but it does look like Focus is just concentrating on picking off every talent that he can, and this is working out for him. A really good choice there. He hasn't focused too heavily on heroes, but when he has the opportunity, he does. He goes quite heavily on them. And as you can see, he's got a good surround here, forcing the teleport here on the Beastmaster, which is a good choice because that's a smart move. I think Focus knew what the deal was there because he knew that his opponent had his Scroller Teleport on the Beastmaster. And he did a lot of damage to other heroes and units, but when he had the opportunity to go on that Beastmaster, he did it because if he went for the Tinker or the Blade Master, they can be Staff of Preservation out. But it's not so easy to use Staff of Preservation on your Beastmaster in a fight that you're potentially losing, because then you lose your opportunity to get out of that fight with Scroller Teleport. So that was a good move there. Now, this Ancient of War producing even more tanking capabilities on the next set of turtles. Lots of healing cells here for the Raiders that's needed. Does look like Focus is going to be able to pick off this red spot. Maybe, because Soccer's probably going to come down here, I would have thought. It's going to be too late though by any chance. Focus does now have the surround here on this Ogre Lord. He's going to pick up a Tome of Experience with his Shadow Hunter. Level 4 on the Shadow Hunter, level 4 on the Blade Master. It's very nearly level 5. If he backed off with the Shadow Hunter, he might be able to hit level 5 with the Blade Master. But at any rate, he still wants to level up. Well, he is going to back off a little bit there, but not quite enough. Ooh. Crystal Ball. Not a great item. Good money though, but not a great item. Lots of talent still remade here, despite lots of them being picked off there. Look at that. Shooting through the trees because of the Hawk giving the fission above. Has he got rid of that Crystal Ball? No. There it goes. Okay, what are you going to pick up? Probably Scroller Healing, I would have thought. Are we going to see a Scroller Healing? No, not just yet. Oh, a Pendant of Energy. So lots and lots of mana for this Shadow Hunter. That's nice. Blade Master chasing away. Soccer's got a huge army here of Talons. Lots and lots of them. 50 food capped at the moment. We can see that Focus is at 58 food, so he's slightly stronger. Soccer's really been giving these turtles a lot of trouble, and they dropped some great items. 2 invulnerability pots from that. 15-second ones is really, really, really good to have in your heroes. And we can see a big battle going off here. Pocket Factory, Disenchant being used, Blade Master being Cyclone, quite a few units. Disenchant finally being used. Need to use it a little bit quicker. Beastmaster in a little bit of trouble. That Spirit Walker at the back there, what is he up to? I do not know. Kodo in here. Fairy Dragon going into Mana Flare form is going to be a bit of a pest every time that Disenchant is being used. And Cyclone still being spammed around here. Raiders in a little bit of trouble here. But Talons in more trouble. They are really being picked off quite quickly here. Despite the multitude of their forces and the amount of Cyclones going down, these Talons are still being picked off. Speaking of being picked off, that Shadow Hunter was very close to it. He just escaped there. That was a very fortunate escape. There we go. Ensnare being used on a Demon Hunter, stopping the Demon Hunter from chasing after the Shadow Hunter after he realized his mistake of not staying on it. Now Focus's units are starting to dwindle a little bit there, but he still has a larger army than Soccer, but Soccer with the Tri-Heroes still relatively powerful at this point, forcing back Focus, but level 5 Blade Master and a half. So he's still got a Raider here. He could throw down an Ensnare on any particular unit. He's got a lot of his units left. He really wants to keep them alive if he can, because if he can run them back to base, keep them all healed up, he'd do a great job of just being stronger than his opponent. But he was very brave there and did something I wouldn't do, which is actually re-engage with his opponent. Now, I'm not saying that Soccer was in a great position there to win that fight, and he would have still lost. But that was still a brave move, despite the fact that his units were still low health. That could have gone really badly for him, and he could have lost a few too many units and then forced his opponent to TP. Whereas you could have had the opportunity to just run away and definitely save those units. But that was a good move. In fact, that was probably the right move, because he couldn't have easily run away because his opponent, Soccer, was actually pretty nearby, so possibly would have been able to chase him down and pick him off. So that was a good move. I'm actually well done with that. That's not what I would have done, and that was clearly the right thing to do. So I've learned something here today already. So he's still got a very strong army here. Let's see, 53 food for focus. So he's sitting in that
Players' forces are under attack.
Taxation. I can't remember the name of it now for some reason, but either way he's being taxed. 7 gold now is all he's getting from his gold mine, which is a little bit unfortunate unless he can start producing more units. That way he can get more bang for his buck. But he could actually cancel this lone spirit walker that's being produced and sit at 50 food for a while, because he has done well. He's won the fights recently, so he's in a position where he can sit with a 50 food cap and not be in too much trouble. A very good scout here with his peon, spotting the tree of life. Soccer backing off here. It's got a lot of talons. Looks like they've all got about 200 plus mana. A lot of them sitting at 300 mana. More talons coming out. Doesn't look like Nature's Blessing being researched. Possibly to give this expansion tree of life just a bit more health, a bit more armor, a bit more survivability. He's going to need it. Belt of Giant Strength +6. Actually not such a bad item. Now, he could have got a better item, but it's not a bad item. Can you see why? This Blade Master now has 1,025 health. That's a lot of health. He actually sells it. Okay, I'm wrong again. You've proven me wrong again. I was going to say that's a good item for either his Blade Master or his Shadow Hunter, because it's a chunk of stamina. It's a chunk of health. It means it's going to be that much harder to pick off his heroes. But I suppose his heroes do spend most of the time being cycloned. Demon Hunter, Staff of Preservation, back to base in a bad spot here as focus comes into the base. Anti-magic shell being used, not letting himself get hexed, so that's a good choice. Using mana burn, but there's still a lot of mana on this Shadow Hunter. He's actually doing a lot of damage to the tree here. He's being picked off from the back here. I'm not sure if this is such a good idea for YuRiFoCuS. Is he going to get that tree? He has to basically get that tree, or this is a really bad engagement, because he's not picking off that Demon Hunter. It doesn't look like he's going to get the tree. Lots of Cyclones going down, and a lot of mana lost on that Shadow Hunter. That was a really bad engagement. I'm not sure what that was, whether that was the right choice. Clearly it wasn't, but I can say that easily with hindsight. However, what I'm referring to is it felt like he had that Demon Hunter in the bag, and even if one of his other heroes used Staff of Preservation, it's only going to send it back to this tree. So he could have probably got a kill on that Demon Hunter, or at least forced him to buy a Scroll of Teleport and then get out. So a little bit of a mishap there. So that puts the game back to even standards between the two. Both players have expansions, and they both have relatively the same army size. Focus now, disenchanting away some pesky summons. Demon Hunter going heavy on the Troll Hunters, which seem to be his focus point. Shadow Hunter denying that with a healing wave. Raiders being picked off. Lots of talons in an arc here alongside the Pocket Factory. Beastmaster now being quite heavily focused, forcing him to use his Scroll of Teleport. Not a great engagement for either player. I couldn't really say that either player did great there, but the one player with the slight advantage, if there was an advantage to be had, is Focus, simply because he can now almost lose his raider to this tree. He can now get straight up into this base. Meanwhile, Soccer has to run all the way back from his base, but he's still able to get there quickly enough, despite. And oh my goodness, Cyclone on that Blade Master, whilst the rest of his army's running away. That is not a good place to be. Windwalk having to be used so the Blade Master can escape. It does look like Focus doesn't like his odds here, so he's backing off, maybe buying a Scroll of Healing. I want to see Yes, he's got 2 scrolls of healing. He's passed one on to his Shadow Hunter. That way he can use both of them without having to worry about the cooldown. Healing wave, keeping his army just about alive. And there we go. Talon's being picked off. Another fight. Mana Flare probably going to be used by the Fairy Dragon. No, not just yet. Beastmaster taking a lot of damage here. And he hasn't got a scroll of teleport. Blademaster almost picked him off, but Cyclone going off and the Blademaster allowing the Beastmaster to run away on minimal health there. Blademaster still being Cyclone. Any more disenchants left? Couple, if that. Those Spirit Walkers aren't doing too well for mana. Talon's being kind of focused here. Pocket Factory going down. Spirit Walker's not liking it. Mana Flare doing his job. Kodo sitting in permanent Cyclone. Beastmaster sitting at his expansion. Meanwhile, the Tinker is now level 4, soaking up the experience whilst the Beastmaster has gone away. Talon's being picked off, but Yuri is not looking too good either. He's got quite a lot of damage taken. Shadow Hunter's got no health or mana left, and he's going to be picked off by the Tinker. Demon Hunter going to go down there unless Self-Preservation is using them. No. Blademaster now stepping up to level 6 with the kill on the Demon Hunter. This is a big deal. Focus has still got a relatively large army alongside WemadeFOXSocceR. So this scroll of teleport, if you can just say that Raider. Oh, he doesn't quite get it. The Raider goes down. The scroll of teleport is actually used at the expansion here because WemadeFOXSocceR sent his Ancient of War, the ever productive Ancient of War, to the expansion just to be a nuisance and sort of chop away, hit away, tap away at those peons. Alright, I assume that the Demon Hunter, yes, has been picked up from the tavern. He's a pretty important hero. The other heroes are all very well rounded. All level 4 heroes here. Meanwhile, a level 6 Blademaster. And a level 5 Shadow Hunter. That's really, really good. I wonder if he picked up Bladestorm. He's going to want to take some Clarity Pots. He's actually picking off a peon here so he can stay at the food cap. Because you don't want to be wasting any money at this point in the game. Because we're getting to the point where everyone's getting quite powerful now and units are starting to be a bit more precious as the heroes get carried away. Does look like Clarity Pot has been used. War Drums is a really, really good item. I was going to say, I was like checking his heroes. I don't think that dropped from the creeps. No, that's the Kodo. Of course it's the Kodo. Quill Beast, being a pest, might be able to pick up a peon before his demise. Maybe not. He's not focusing on the job at hand. Well, I wouldn't say an expansion, but the main of WemadeFOXSocceR being planted here by the gold mine outside of his base. And Bladestorm coming straight in there very early on. Going straight onto that Demon Hunter. No messing around. Really desperately trying to get us around here, but he's the messiest around. But he does actually finally get it, or does he? No, he's not quite. Yes, no, I don't know. The Demon Hunter, either way, being ensnared. He's taken a lot of damage. Staff of Preservation cannot be used on a hero whilst he's ensnared. Oh, the ensnare must have just run out. But Staff of Preservation only sends him back to this expansion point. Blademaster chasing after him. Demon Hunter still desperately trying to stay alive at the back of the base. Ensnare once again. Picked off by the Shadow Hunter. Lots of disenchants going down, but a lot of weak units here for YuRiFoCuS. Blademaster and Shadow Hunter in a lot of trouble here. Potion of mana being used, keeping those alive, but they are not going to be alive for much longer. They are now surrounded. The rest of YuRiFoCuS's army now stepping in here, trying to pick off a Talon so that the Shadow Hunter can escape, but he's not. Yes, he is. That freaking heal does a lot of healing. And oh my goodness, it keeps the Shadow Hunter alive for that much longer. Blademaster doing some decent damage, but still cycloned. And the Shadow Hunter finally going down. And it looks like Focus throws down the GG, and WemadeFOXSocceR takes the win. Wow. That was quite crazy, wasn't it? That was close to going either way. That Demon Hunter. If that Demon Hunter went down just, you know, a little bit earlier, he got a good 10 or so seconds of additional time. He should have died 10 seconds ago, basically. So that's 10 seconds that Focus is wasting potential damage on other units, other heroes. You know, other focus on other things. So that could have well cost him the game. That was a bit messy, but that's the way it goes. Everything's at stake, and there you go. Right, well, if you enjoyed this, you can always like the video, give it a thumbs up, help me out. And if you want to subscribe, you can do that. That way you can see more videos, and I'll see you later.
Troll. I used to be a troll rogue. Troll. I ain't got time.
I was in one of the top guilds. Do you know Method? Method.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It sounds big headed. I was in top guild. Do you know Method?